Have you ever looked at one of those online AI courses and wondered, what's actually inside? What are the secrets hiding behind the paywall? Well, someone shelled out their own money for Google's latest AI Essentials course, and today we're going to pull back the curtain and break down the 5 biggest lessons they learned. Let's get right into it.
So, get this, $49. That was the price. It promised a certificate after about 5 hours of study time. But the real question is, was it actually worth the cash? We're about to find out, because we're going to condense all of that into the next few minutes for you. So what exactly are these game-changing concepts that take you from just messing around with AI to using it like a pro? Well, the course really boils it down to 5 main takeaways. And these are the absolute fundamentals of practical AI know-how. We're going to start with the very first one right now.
Okay, first things first. The course kicks off with a super simple but really important idea. And it's that not all AI is created equal. To really get a handle on the AI world, you've got to start by knowing the 3 main types of tools you're gonna run into.
And look, this actually matters a ton, because if you know the categories, you know which tool to grab for the job you're doing. It's kind of like knowing when you need a hammer versus when you need a screwdriver. So let's see what they are. So, the course gives us 3 basic flavors of AI. First up, you have your standalone tools. Think ChatGPT or Midjourney. You go to their website, you open their app, and you use them right there. Then, number 2, you've got integrated tools. This is the AI that's baked right into the software you're already using, like when Gemini helps you write in Google Docs. And finally, there are custom AIs. These are super specialized tools built for one specific job, like an AI a hospital uses to spot a certain disease. All right, so you've got the lay of the land. Now, the next 2 takeaways are where the rubber really meets the road. This is all about prompting. Basically, how you talk to an AI. Nailing this is the secret to getting amazing results, and it all starts with understanding 2 core ideas. The first technique is called surfacing implied context. Now, I know, it sounds super technical, right? But it's actually dead simple. All it means is that you have to spell out the details that you think are obvious. An AI doesn't know your history, it doesn't know your goals, it only knows what you tell it. The course gives this perfect example. Imagine your vegetarian friend asks you for a good place to eat. Your brain automatically starts thinking of places with great veggie options, right? That's the implied context. You know your friend is a vegetarian. With an AI, you have to explicitly say, hey, recommend a restaurant for my vegetarian friend, or you're going to get a list of steakhouses. Okay, the next technique is all about giving the AI a little nudge in the right direction. It's called zero-shot versus few-shot prompting. And don't let the jargon scare you. In this world, the word shot just means example. That's it. So the question is, are you giving the AI 0 examples, or are you giving it a few? So a zero-shot prompt is you just walking in cold and saying, write me a pickup line. You'll get something, sure, but it'll probably be pretty generic. But a few-shot prompt, that's where the magic happens. You not only ask for a pickup line, but you also give it examples of the style you're going for. The more good examples you give it, the better and more tailored the response is going to be. So that's for small asks. But what about the big stuff? The complex projects. For that, the course teaches an even more powerful technique called chain of thought prompting. And this is the key to making an AI feel like a real creative partner. The big idea here is simple. Don't ask the AI to do one giant thing all at once. Instead, you break that huge task down into a series of smaller, bite-sized steps. You're basically guiding the AI through a logical process, a chain of thought, to build something much better in the end. Writing a cover letter is a perfect case for this. Instead of just saying, write me a cover letter for this job, which gives you a generic draft, you do it piece by piece. First, you say, write me a killer opening paragraph that grabs their attention. Then, once you like that hook, you feed it back and say, okay, based on this opening, write the body paragraphs. You build it step by step, giving you way more control and a way better result. Now, after learning all these awesome ways to use AI, the course does something really smart. It pivots, because it's not just about what AI can do, it's about being really clear on what it can't do. And knowing its limits is what makes you a truly smart user. You gotta remember, at the end of the day, AI is a tool. An incredibly powerful one for sure, but it's not perfect. It has flaws, and being aware of these traps is crucial if you want to use it responsibly, especially for what the course calls high-stakes tasks. So the course points out 3 huge blind spots to watch for. First, biased data. The stuff the AI learned from can be biased, and that bias can show up in its answers. Second, the data cutoff. A lot of these models don't know what happened yesterday or last week. Their knowledge stops at a certain point in time. And finally, the big one, hallucinations. This is when the AI just makes stuff up. It states things as fact that are totally wrong. So for anything important, you have to double check its work. So let's circle back. Was that $49 really worth it? Well, what it really bought was a mental toolkit, a clear way to think about and work with AI. So let's quickly run down the awesome tools you've just added to your belt. Here it is, your new AI starter pack. You now know how to tell the different types of AI apart. You know to give it all that background context that's in your head. You know that giving it a few examples will get you better results. You know how to chop up a huge project into small steps. And maybe most importantly, you know to be a little skeptical and remember its blind spots. So there you have it. Those 5 takeaways are pretty much the foundation for being a smart, effective AI user right now. It's not about being a coder or an engineer. It's about being a better collaborator. So the real question isn't just what you can make with these tools, but how you're going to choose to use them wisely.